Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel.
Welcome.
Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and today, good night, Pan Pan. Let's try a new game. This one from Suzaku Games. Suzaku, purveyors of fine video games. 2 a.m. Muffled thunder reverberates through the once lively shopping mall in the sublevels of Sham Shui Po, Old Hong Kong. A young woman is wrestled awake from a short nap on her first shift as the overnight security officer by the sound of thunder and the sound of security gates slamming shut. The main breakers must have popped, but the emergency power system still provides a dim and sickly illumination. Next. Here's our controls. WASD and such. There she is, awakened by the thunder and the pitter-patter of little rains. Here we are. Alright, we're starting off here in an office of sorts. There's a shrine. We're going to have to interact with that at some point in the future, but not just yet. Can't do anything with that yet. Huh. It's always disappointing when there's a water cooler and no glug glug sound to make. What do we got up here? The security camera system must be broken. Now, if you've played Suzaku games before, you'll notice that they have continued the theme here of a curvaceous, sexy lady as the pro tag. Some big old knockers on her. Nice booty butt. Hey, newbie. Sorry, Captain Lou. Captain Lou reminds me of Captain Lou Albano from the World Wrestling Federation. Hey, newbie. Sorry, Captain Lou can't be here to guide you on your first night. He's on his first vacation in years. But it's the graveyard shift, so unless you are scared of the dark... Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that someone's always near. But it said scared of the dark, not fear. It just reminded me of that. You will be fine. Koo, Lewis, and I will be taking care of some old garbage and doing some cleaning. But by time... That should say by the time. If you're watching this, Suzaku. That's a little typographical error there. By the time you get here, we will be at the bar. Ha! There are a few rules and some basics to do the job. Or, sorry, some basics to... That wasn't an error on their part. That was an error on my part. I said something that I shouldn't have said. Let me try again. There are a few rules... and some basics to the job to keep in mind at all times, though. First, don't forget your key card. I left it on the mahjong table in the break room. I've never played that before. Have you? Let me know in the comments below! It opens the back door to the leasing office. It should have been capitalized there. I'll proofread this for you, Suzaku, as I go through. I can point out your typographical errors. Once the security shutters go down for the night, that is your only way into the mall for patrol. Second, the power goes out a lot this time of year due to the storms. I should be capitalized here. If it does, the generators will kick back on and reset the breaker automatically. Unfortunately, sometimes that pops a fuse and the gates will lock down. If that's the case, just take the elevator up to the second floor and you can ride the night out in the lounge. And finally, when you are on patrol, remember to use your eyes. Zoom in and take a good look at your surroundings. You never know what kind of details you may miss. We can't afford to let anyone sneak in here at night. That should cover it all. Good luck. We will be there in the morning to let you out and go over the rest. Oh! And try to ignore any rumors or nonsense you've heard about this place in the news. No one is going missing. It's just local old busybodies with too much time on their hands. Too much time on my hands. Signed, Shen. Love, hugs, and kisses. Here's our controls. And that's pretty standard fare. Let's go ahead and press F. Not to pay respects, but to turn on the fleshlight. And so we've picked that up. It looks like, what is this? I like to look at all the posters and stuff. We can press R. Nothing can stop something. Something kung fu. Kung fu. Okay. Future is yours. Let's go out here. Okay, the security shutters have all closed. Maybe I should check out the other floors. Just got to... Okay, well, you went too fast for me there. That text was too fast, Suzaku. The shutter seems to be locked down. Something must have set off the emergency lockdown. Right here we've got some sort of keypad. Standard issue keypad. Here's a problem with this game. Look. See, you got the eyeball there, which means you can interact, but you got to be in just the right spot. Okay, that's not the right code. You can get yourself a soda pop, which is nice. It's nice that you can interact, but here's the problem. I want to take it a step further. I want to be able to pick up the can, pop it open, and... like in Shenmue. The shutter seems to be locked down. Something must have set off the emergency lockdown. We know that now. Here's a mahjong table. Got our security key. Let's take a look. You can press the tab key to open your inventory. Examine. I always like when you can do this in games. This is very important to me. This is a very important feature in games where you have an inventory and items to collect, is this right here. The ability to have the item in the center of the screen and then twirl and twist it and move it all about and examine it from all angles. So thank you for putting that in there, Suzaku Games. That's just fantastic. And if we press E, we can look at our past messages that we've picked up and such. Documents and things. You can click on it and you can see it full size there. That's handy. There's a nice sexy poster up there telling you to refresh. Not just when you're feeling parched, but also if you've got a web page open and you need to check something that you think needs to be updated of some sort or other. Hey, what's the Dow Jones looking like right now? Well, this right there I got it pulled up from yesterday, but that's not going to be accurate. What should I do? You should refresh. You can press your F5 key. We got a health drink. Look at this. Let's examine it. It's a Vital Up with a nice pleasant, shiny package with a little twist-off spout. Imagine if they made Capri Suns in a pouch like this with a twist-off pouch instead of the one you have to puncture. That'd be something else, wouldn't it? Okay, back. Refreshing all-natural health drink. The ads even say it can cure some illnesses, but no one believes that, I hope. Well, people can be very gullible, especially when it comes to claims about their health. Okay, so we can get out of here. What have we got on the wall right here? This is a note. Description of some of the shops that we can find in this underground mall that we're in. Security staff. Captain Hung Liu. We heard about Liu. They called him Captain Liu. Badge number 1895. We may need that. And some other names here. I think this is us right here, the new hire, badge 7138. Do you think this will work? 7138. Nope. No dice. Who was the other guy? Let's see. Captain Lou, 1895. Do you think this will... Do you think... 1895. Nope. Alright, we'll move on. Spoiler, I know what the code is already, but I'm going to show you how you can logically get to it. I'm trying to take you through a sensible playthrough. It's not a speed run, but you're not also going to see me get stuck a bunch because I've played through this multiple times now. I wanted it to be more of a walkthrough playthrough this time. Thought I'd try that out, see if I can provide some more value to you, the viewer. Eh? Health drink, okay, wait, what? Oh yeah, we need, okay. So it prompts you to select an item. To open the door, you can use the security key, and then you open up, there you go, and you can see the item has been removed from the inventory, meaning we're not gonna need it anymore. And guess what? I'm gonna drop this right here too. Okay. The desk for the leasing manager. I guess with such low demand to rent the units here, he doesn't need to worry about tidiness. Radio is set to the classics. And, got a message here. Mr. Lamb. Deliveries ran a bit late this afternoon, so I left the extra fuse you asked for with Carmen in her shop, since she was the only person who didn't appear to have closed up yet. I didn't see her around, but left the fuse on the chair behind her desk. I'm sure she will know to give it to you. And we've collected that. Been added to our little log. What is this? We picked up some rice. You want to see the rice? Just a bowl of rice. And since I don't need that, I'm just going to discard it right there. I just want you guys to be able to see what the items look like, that's all. No big deal. Safe rooms. The banners put up around doors during Chinese New Year are capable of repelling evil or malevolent spirits. That should be malevolent. M-A-L. Malevolent. M-A-L. Spirits. Keep an eye out. Pan Pan will be unable to pass through any doorway with these red banners. Use your time in these safe rooms to rest, plan, and prepare. And of course, what do we see behind us? Those red banners, meaning this is the safe room, the leasing office and security room. If you're being chased, you can always run right back in here for safety. And Ban Ban cannot just pop up back here. That's not going to happen. So if you make it back to the banner room, right here, across from Zero Tech, you're going to be good. You're going to be good night, Ban Ban. No fumes. I don't think it matters, though. Look at the state of this place. You really gonna care if someone lights up in this hellhole? Look at this guy laying down. His eyes are a little suspect looking, aren't they? Energies. We see some more karate banners and stuff. Posters. Now check this out. You see the photo booth? You can hop in the photo booth for safety. If you can't make it back to a safe room, you can hop into a photo booth. And that kind of will provide some temporary respite. Here's something else I wish they included in this game. I wish that you could actually, you know, maybe find coins lying around like the way you did in Sense's Midnight. The Suzaku game that came out before this one, which I played through on this channel. You should check that out. But you can pick up these coins lying around the park in Sense's Midnight. And I think it would have been nice if there was something like that in this game, where you could find coins or you could earn them somehow. And get yourself a little capsule toy collection going. I love shit like that. I think that that could add a lot of extra playtime to this game. Because it's not the longest game in the world once you know what you're doing, but, you know, some extra little fun tasks to do could definitely increase your playtime. Get some more mileage out of it. Incense, a box of Joss incense used to make offerings to the dead. Even unlit, the smell is very nostalgic. And here's what it looks like. Feeling very regal in this room. And we'll discard that because I don't need it. I'm just showing you guys what the items look like. I'm not going to pick every box of rice up from here on out, but I will pick up one of these things so that you can spin it around, or I can spin it for you, and you can see how it looks. The employee elevator. It's over that way. See if we can make our way down here and see what we see. Actually, before we do that, look. I'd like to show you guys the posters. We got that one, we got this one. Gold Dragon. I was planning to see it with my classmates next week. It's a new movie that merges the classic Hong Kong gangster movies with modern flair. It even stars Damien Chow, the hottest man in Asia. No matter what, I have to get out of here, if only to see this film. Damien Chow. See, there's a box of rice. I'm not even going to pick it up. I don't need it. Or incense, sorry. It's not a box of rice, it's a box of incense. You know. Okay, there's a maintenance room right there. I'm not going to be getting in there. I don't have anything to get in there right now. But let's look at the elevator. Once I... See, look. The eyeball... I feel like if the eyeball is in front of you and you press E, it should interact. But you've got to find just the right spot. I will have to leave through the main entrance gate. It's broken. Now what's this? I think here comes Ban. There's Ban. Now watch this. Look. We're just gonna run right past her. And look at that. She doesn't even give a shit about us anymore. No big deal. You're right. Now then. Where did she fuck off to? There's Ban down that way. So look. Campbell's Tools and Home Goods. A reference to one Bruce Campbell. Carmen. I don't know if or when you will come back and find this. I'm so sorry that I accused you of cheating on me. I don't know what I was thinking. Just the idea that you would ever not be here with me is too much. It's been 5 days. Please just come home. Let's fix this. At least PM me and let me know you're okay. I love you so much. Please forgive me. Chin. Little television you can't do anything with. Box of incense that we don't need. Incense and peppermints, clearly divine. Cybernetic neuro rejection depressive syndrome. It really does hurt so many people so deeply. Papa, if only people had known it was so serious a few years ago. So I'm guessing in this world of sense. Speaking of sense, Cyberpunk Ghost Story, fantastic game. I played on this channel as well in a no commentary version. But I think in this world, people are merging with machines and stuff, and there's a strange aura blocking the shop door. Who knows what would happen if I even touched it. Well, we're getting pretty darn close and nothing's happening right now. So I'd say maybe there should be like a zzz, oh, and you step back, maybe that kind of animation, because we're right in the midst of it. And nothing's happening to us. What the heck was that thing? I think I got past it for now, but I need to be careful. Alright. We're gonna be careful. We can't go in there. We can't go in the Pan room. we've got some other stuff going on right here. Looks like an arcade. Cryptidals. Got some arcade games. Too Mad to Die. Rage Ninjas. Female Prisoner Riot. See, these both sound like fun games, but you can't play them. And that would be another cool thing to add in at some point. Playable mini games. Little mini arcade games. Damn it, David. You left the shutter open again. It's a good thing that we are here patrolling every night, but you need to be more careful. You never know when some of your merchandise might go missing. We don't get paid to give you extra attention, you know. But don't worry. As long as I'm here, I will take care of you and everyone else at this mall. In case you forgot your password again, it's the shutter reset code. Oh. Again. In case you forgot your password again, the shutter reset code is my badge number. Captain Lou. Toasty! Was that 1895? I think. I think it was 1895. Oh, look over here. You see this? Death Harvest. That is the new Suzaku Games game that's in the works right now, and you can check out some devlogs of Death Harvest on YouTube, which I'd highly recommend doing. Suzaku Games. Husband and wife team, I believe. Doing a bang-up job of it. I need to move that cart. Let's move it. The wheels on the cart are too tight. Maybe I can find a wrench and loosen. Should be loosen, not lawson. That makes me think of a throat lozenge. Lozenger. Lozenge. Okay. I don't have anything to move that with, so for now, we're going to have to make our way on over this away. We'll just look around a little bit. What do we got in here? You see that thing? It looks like a 9. That's actually like a talisman that you would use in the previous 2 Sense games. For health, kind of. Good evening, net divers. We are now in the full swing of Ghost Festival. We hope you are all enjoying visits with family, both alive and deceased. Today, we wanted to remind you all of just how important an offering of something as simple as Joss incense sticks in a small bowl of rice can be. Spirits do not have actual mouths or stomachs, you know, so all their sustenance comes from the gifts we, in the living realm, send to them via the sweet smell of incense smoke. You know, once when I was a very young monkey, I saw a pale and withered figure lurched over the incense offerings. He, the H should be capitalized, he was breathing in the smoke for so long I knew right away that no living person could go that long without exhaling, especially if they were breathing in smoke. I tell you, I've never been so scared in my life. Luckily, the spirit was so preoccupied with his meal of plain rice and Joss incense sticks that he didn't even notice me while I snuck right by him. I bet not even the legendary cardboard box would work better for sneaking past a ghost like that. And that, of course, is a Metal Gear reference. Anyway, thank you all for reading today's post. Check back tomorrow for even more Ghost Month tips, tricks, and treats. A quick tip. Okay, we'll leave the rice and the incense right here. We don't need that right now. But, oh, look, offerings. An extra little graphic for you. Combining rice and incense makes an offering. Combining an offering and a lighter will create a lit offering. That's lit. Litty, yo. A lit offering to place it on the ground. Sorry. Use a lit offering to place it on the ground, which will attract Pan Pan to its location and distract her for a few seconds. Okay. Continuing on, walking along, there's a VR sign, a drink up, look at all that, drink up Buttercup, yeah, a big box. What happens if we go over here? What do you think? You see some boxes. You see Zero Tech. You see the Cryptidals. Cryptidals! A fun series of collectible stickers and gachapon figures modeled after famous cryptids and urban legends from all over the world. I think they launched sometime in the mid-2020s and are still going strong. Yeah. And look at that. Look at the advertisement for Miruki. Some rice, burger, Gigasoft. Now look at this. Oh, there she is. Lurching on by is Pan Pan. And, you know, you can get pretty close to her from behind. Look at that. She doesn't even notice. Now she does. Alright. I tried to show you something fancy and look at me now. But look, watch. Watch, all I gotta do is just... Uh-oh, yuck, fucker! Well. Now you know what happens if you get hit. You lose one of your little thingamajigs, right? And there's... Oh, she's coming back again, huh? She must have turned around because... You know, the light itself, or getting close to her, does not alert her. That's not been my experience up till now. Unless this game was patched in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. Now we can get out of here. I'll go this way. See, she didn't even hear me. You don't have to worry about that. No worries at all. So you walk on over here. We've opened our pathway right there. And then the exit's this way, huh? Well, guess what? Let's go in here and look around in the little plushie store, in the Squishmallow store. Mr. Ling! Aya! I keep forgetting my shop key at home. So I was hoping I could leave a spare with you just in case. Would it be too much trouble to keep one for me? My memory is not what it used to be, you know? You wouldn't want to leave an adorable granny like me all to my own devices, would you? If you take care of this key for me, I will even bring you and your wife a weekly homemade meal.
A succulent Chinese meal?
How is that for a deal? I'm sure if you tell her that I'm sure if you tell her that, she will call you and come back home right away. Try not to worry, it's only been a few days. Auntie Zhu. And what's this right there? In the glass case? Door key A. Dorky A. Look at that guy. With the suspenders and the stirrup. Oh, look at that. Oh, you. Look. Sometimes she does that little teleport shit. You gotta watch out for that. Is she stuck? Look at her. She's just traipsing around in the same spot, not moving. You see me? You gonna get over here? What are you gonna do? What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing there? Alright, I'll try we'll just go this way. It's whatever. Security key B. Shen! The pig tried to bite me. Can you believe that? Even after we fed her and gave her all that wine? She should learn to be more grateful. I think it's getting to be time to move her upstairs anyway. That old hag is poking around a lot and asking questions. The last thing we need is Captain Lou finding out about any of this when he gets back from his vacation. Signed, Lewis. Who is different from Captain Lou. This is the entrance I came through when I arrived. I need to find another way to the exit. Maybe I can try the elevator by the maintenance room. Okay, and look over here. Look. Look at that. Good night, Pan Pan. Even after 100 years, it's still one of the biggest IPs in the world. Cute things will... It says Enver. It's supposed to be never truly die. pointing out all sorts of fixins for you in the typo department. Suzaku. Well, what did that say? That's poopy. That's poopy. I interact with it once and I can't... It doesn't let me do it again. I don't like that either. I would fix that. Because I wanted to read that and now I can't. And I think that that's kind of a son of a bitch that you don't... You're not able to do that. Over here, what do we got? What is this? This elevator is broken too. I guess I will have to open the gate to the escalators instead. And that's our path to freedom. Gate is shut tight, but at least I can feel the cool wind from the storm outside. And this is something Suzaku did in Cyberpunk, in the Cyberpunk Ghost Story, the first Sense game. There's a section when you're going between these kind of dilapidated, broken down, junky apartment buildings, and you're crossing a kind of skywalk. You're like a Luke Skywalker, and you're running across. It's like a, they call it a skywalk, right? And you're going from one building to the next, and you go outside for a second. This kind of bridge takes you from one side to the other, and you get to see the city night behind you. Most of the game takes place indoors, and it's very claustrophobic and dingy and dark. And then you get this section. They've thrown something like that in here where you're trapped, but you can see outdoors. You can see what freedom looks like, and it gives you a momentary provides like a momentary relief to the soul. But now we gotta get back to it. I need to find a way to reset this right here, the keypad. And what we're gonna do, door key A and security key B, a data key for opening doors. We're gonna take this stuff over here's. Uh-oh. Look at that. She's gonna give us chase. And we're gonna go ahead and make our way back to this safe room right here. She cannot come in with us, so she can fuck right off. And we will follow right behind her. Pick up the health drink, and I'm just gonna use this right now. So I'm operating at full ass. Now. Let her just wander on down that way for just a tick. Here we go. This is a security. That's not this one. Yeah, okay. We have used security key B, and we're going to run through the corridor and the other corridor. I installed a new lock on the maintenance supply closet door. The password is 6139. This should stop that troublesome old hag from getting into our tools again. As soon as we get the screwdriver back, we can lock it up for goods. Okay, 6139. For that door we were looking at way back at the very beginning. There's a mannequin that's been crushed by a box. Some situational, scene-based storytelling going on there. Take that knife. Look at this. A knife. But look, there's an inconsistency because right here it says a small box cutter. It has a bit of blood on it, perhaps from an accidental cut. But then when you examine it, it's nice and clean. So that needs spruced up. You gotta fix that. There's a bloody handprint. Look, there's blood everywhere. It's on the floor. It's on the knife in your inventory, but then not when you examine it, which is when you really want to see it there. In all the gory detail. Here is a... Look at this photograph! A creepy photograph of a young woman near the restrooms. I don't think A needs to be. This A right here doesn't need to be capitalized, Suzaku. You can decapitalize that one right there. What is this? An old coffin? It must be part of some kind of Halloween decoration or festival prop. At least I hope so. And I guess we'll take the health drink. No! There's a fuse missing! I can't get out of here without restoring power to the gates! I'll need to find a new fuse. Gotta find a new fuse. Alright. I gotta find a new fuse. Now we'll go this way. We've got the code. 61... I think it was 6139, right? 6139? Is that what it was? PM. What was that? 6139. Maintenance request. 6139. Watch this. We're gonna run right by her ass. There you go. Didn't even see me. Alright. 6139. Right over here. 6139. Open Sesame. There we go. There's some rice. Can leave that alone. And we need that wrench to loosen the wheels. Not to loosen them, but to loosen them. Pak Guy! Auntie Zhu keeps stealing my damned screwdriver. The other night I caught her using it to open the drawers on the shrine. What the heck is she so concerned about in there? And if it matters so much, why give us the shrine in the first place? That old woman is going to come across something she shouldn't see if we don't keep her out of the office, you know. By the way, my M right there, lowercase, bring it down. We don't need a capital M in my. My car trunk isn't quite big enough for all those cases, especially if we have to double the amount. Let's go and head out this way. I just want to show you one thing real quick. Let me show you something else. Let's show you this. Look. Burger. You might have been wondering what's going on in the bathrooms. Good evening, net divers. We have a spooky update on yesterday's story about the mysterious mall vanishing. Another anonymous person has come forward saying that she herself has seen many strange things going on by her shop. And while she doesn't think it's related to the disappearance, just one S, we only need one S there in disappearance, of our Jane Doe, she believes that the security company and landlord are colluding to ruin the property value of the shop so that the owners will quit and leave. We reached out to the security company again and were told that they are aware of who told us this wild accusation and that she is merely an old woman with too much time on her hands. Too much time on her hands. That said, as being I, bring that I down. Don't need a capital I. That said, it has been 4 days since the alleged vanishing of Jane Doe. So we should have police reports confirming or... Oh, you fucker. I don't like that. I don't like that, well, look at this. This is... I don't like that. I don't like when enemies can happen upon you as you're just trying to read. That's horse shit to me. I don't like that. Now, where was I? What was I even reading there? Was it this? No, that wasn't it. Yeah. That said, it has been 4 days since the alleged vanishing of Jane Doe, so we should have police reports confirming or denying the accusation soon. Let's hope this is all just the result of some auntie's gossip. Alright. There she is, just trundle shitting along. And, Memo. Employee log. Okay. We need that in just a second. 1895. That's the badge number for the one doohickey. I wanted to go back in here for another second. What do you think that is? Mothman. And I want to show you that you can flush the toilets. You cannot take a piss and or shit, but you are able to interact with the toilets and flush them. Just like that. Okay, we got some rice right there. And in here, what is this? There's a security key inside the bird cage, but it is locked with a heavy padlock. The padlock doesn't appear to have a keyhole, so I need to find a way to cut it off. No, just cut it off. Get rid of the. To cut it off. And of course I can't cut it off yet because I don't have a lock cutter. So I'm going to run back here. Just like that. Go away, Pan Pan. Go back to your garden. Go back to your garden of Pan Pan. Let's run over here, why don't we? How about? What have we going on here? Let's... The wheels on the cart are too tight. Maybe I can find a wrench and loosen them. Let's use the item. Use the wrench. And we can go in here and pick up this. It's insane what is happening here. That thing. She took a chunk out of me, then vanished. I think she already got Shen after everything he did for me to go out like this. I wish I could avenge him, but I can still hear her. I have to get to the maintenance room and reset the breaker so I can escape and come back with help. Damn it. I think she's getting closer. Is she messing with me? She just might be. Alright, I'll leave that alone. I don't need it. I don't need that. I do think... Yeah, I need the maintenance key. I'll take that with me. Key for the maintenance room. Okay. For maintaining things. We had some toilets back here we didn't examine, though. What do we got in here? Lewis, you've got to find a way to keep the pig quiet. Muzzle it or cut its damn tongue off. I don't care. We can't let anyone know what's in there. Koo will be bringing over some more tape and supplies before his shift. Don't forget to have the key waiting in the shrine. These people are up to no good. There's that guy again. Anything? You hear that crying? That reminds me of this. Here's what that reminds me of. This photograph. The girl going into the restroom to cry. Kind of reminds me of Harry Potter's. And let's do this right here. Look at this. No problem. No big deal. Are you moving on by? She's going that way. Okay. So before I move on to the other side here, let's see. We've got... Can open this up. Go inside the video game store. Oh, nice! This shop has the brand new hyper-grade Cano Mecha Hollow resin kit. My little brother would love one. Too bad there's no way I'm ever coming back here after tonight. That's what you think. You say that. I can't stand that no one believes me. I know what I saw. That weirdo Koo was watching Mrs. Ling and followed her into the bathroom the night she went missing. Even Mr. Ling doesn't believe it. No way! Don't accuse someone without evidence. Ridiculous. Everything should be investigated fully. It's been a week, and we all know that means she isn't coming back. But her spirit might. And maybe that's Ban Ban walking around. Maybe that's the Garden of Ban Ban. I can still hear that stinger music when the Machete Man shows up the first time. She's talking about a classic horror game from inside this universe. That's the cover of it. There's the cryptidals. Take the lighter. Some more little resin kits there. There's a thing. Hey, David. Listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me what you saw. But now is not the time for conspiracies and pointing fingers. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just want to make sure we have evidence before we blame someone for anything. Besides, we don't even know if Carmen is in trouble or just ran off again. When she gets angry or upset, she doesn't listen to anyone until she is ready to calm herself down. Tien. By the way, please stop talking about the case on your blog. That capital P can become a lowercase p right there. We can just bring the P down. Please stop talking about the case on your blog. It could tip off anyone if Carmen is in trouble. We've got to do things right and be smart. Don't want to give away all the deets on your blog. Imagine ruining the investigation because you couldn't help but post about it on your blog. Rise of the Kunoichi. The curvaceous lady on the front. Now, there is a poster for the original Sense game. Cyberpunk Ghost Story. Play that. Definitely play that. Give that a shot, please. Shirotech's newest companion dolls. They get more lifelike every year, but something about the way they emote now is unsettling. They even plan to start putting synth skin on these things. A bit creepy. Okay. Now, we've been through there. We've looked all around here. Where do we go next? We go right over here, I believe, to, nope, that's not it. That's not the maintenance kit. Maintenance key. Where? Oh, sorry. So sorry. I know where this goes. My bad. Give me just a sec. I got confused for just a second. Give me one. Just give me one skosh. Why not? Right over here. It's this one. If I can interact with it properly. If it'll allow me to interact. Big problem right there. Needs fixed. Fix this now. Use the maintenance key. There we go. Open it up. And let's drag that up there, why don't we? Actually, we don't need this right now. I don't think I need this right now. I'm going to have to put it down, though. If you want to discard something, you just have to do this, and then you drop it wherever you want. Okay. Pick up our bolt cutters. And we're going to go over here and get this bird cage opened up nice and good. Use the bolt cutters. Got ourselves the security key. And now you have used the security key. There we go. Into a new area we go. Good evening, net divers. As Ghost Month approaches, we want to remind you about the importance of making offerings to the dead. A simple Joss offering is enough. Adding some food or fruits is better. But even in these digital days, you can get burnable Joss offerings of all kinds, including the old-fashioned servants. The lore goes that anything you burn is carried to the afterlife via the smoke. Sometimes they say that the smoke can return items that mischievous spirits may have taken to the afterlife with them. My auntie told me once that a bracelet she was sure had been lost forever appeared right on her altar after a large offering to her grandmother. Unbelievable, I know, but Jasut, this should be just. More proofreading for you. There you go. Fix this now, Suzaku. But just because it cannot be explained does not make it untrue. But remember, an offering is never for your own gain, but for your ancestors and families. The selfless act of burning a symbol and sending your prayers is a sure way to ensure that those we have lasat, this should be lost. Fix this now, Suzaku. Those we have lost are never forgotten. Come on! Put down your marijuana pipe while you're typing up your lore. Any blessing and love they return to you is just a bonus. It's a bit touching, isn't it? Or is that sensation you are feeling just the spirit standing right behind you? Did you make your offerings yet? Harm. Some creepy music playing in the backgrounds. Now what's this? A door that needs to be opened with door key A. You have used door key A. What do you notice about this door? It is situated betwixt two of the red banners, which means we have found a new safe room for our troubles. Now this would be fun. Imagine you could unlock that dress right there. Isn't that nice? That'd be nice to run around in. There's our screwdriver. You want to take a look at it? There it is. It's almost doing like a 3D effect. If you were wearing 3D goggles, you can imagine this come out and make you feel like it's going to poke you right in the eye. A standard old screwdriver. The end is chipped and dirty, as if this was used for a different purpose. For prying, maybe. Prying into things you shouldn't be prying into. The smell from the construction has gotten so bad. Fix that. Fix that now. It sounds like someone left their rotten lunch in trash for weeks. The smell from the construction has gotten so bad. We could say the smell from the construction has gotten so bad. It sounds like someone left their rotten lunch into trash for weeks, then took a dump on it. Let's try again. Let me try to fix this for you, Suzaku. The smell from the construction has gotten so bad, it smells like someone left their rotten lunch in the trash for weeks, then took a dump on it. There you go. But when I went over to take a peek, that should be P-E-E-K, right? Peak right here is like Twin Peaks, like the show or the restaurant in which they're talking about titties. They call the titties Twin Peaks. All the chicks wear skimpy clothing, short shorts, and I think it's got like a cabin vibe. They have like a cabin theme. So the girls wear skimpy shorts and like belly shirt kind of paraphernalia, but they're flannels, and they push their tits up to entice you when you're ordering food, and so that you'll leave larger tips for their larger tits. When I went over to take a peek, I saw them just filling the room with trash bags and tarps. This should be a period, not a comma. There is no way that this is not against the rules, and our own guards are doing it? They even hide proof in the shrine I gave them. I saw the tall one, Ku, take the door key with him. I can't believe I pay rent to these crooks. Well, I'm too old for this shit. 83 next month. Time to retire. I'm telling that idiot Shen tonight. Then, as soon as he leaves, I'm getting that key and exposing all their garbage. Anything else in here? No. No, that's it. What is this? Mel something. I was trying to see what the can said. Mel... Is it mellow? Mellow. Maybe a melon drink. Okay, let's head out of here now. And, okay, there's some incense. We don't need that. Can't get in there right now. Let's keep walking. Look at this blood smeared all over the ground. The atmosphere shifted radically just now, like I hit a wall. Something is definitely in that room over there, where the blood trail is leading us. Happy Ghost Month, net divers! Make sure you have all of your joss offerings and incenses ready for your ancestors' visits, because tonight we're going to talk a bit about the type of ghost you definitely don't want visiting you, the fearsome Yonggi. Yonggi, the ghost with the grudge. Maybe you're familiar with old movies involving cursed videotapes or wells, or even the ramblings of the young woman who fell into a 6-month coma after taking pot shops. I think that meant pot shots, not pot shops, at some police in Neo Hong Kong last year. But the Yonggi lore can actually be traced back to before the Zhang dynasty. The tale is simple, and here it is. When a person, most commonly a female, is wronged severely and dies, the anger and rage they feel is so great that their spirit stays locked to a place or even another person. Another person. Another person. These are vicious hauntings that sometimes result in disappearances, hospitalizations. Fuck. You just had to interrupt, didn't you? When I was reading the lore. Nothing takes you out of the lore more. Gosh. Now I gotta pull the thing up again. Was this it? Yeah. Yeah, disappearances. This needed to be fixed. Disappearances. Fix the word disappearances. Fix hospitalizations and worse. Can you feel that shiver going down your spine? Are you sure you've not done someone a terrible wrong? If you have treated all the women in your life well, make sure to like and subscribe to the Kowloon Mysteries Net Mag for tales of the supernatural, strange, and occasionally murderous. Okay, I'll let her pass by. Because she wants to be a son of a bitch. Go ahead. Go on. Oh, is she patrolling right now? See, I need to go down that way. I need her to fuck off in the other direction. Go ahead. Just... Alright, here we go. Now. Thank you. Oh, what's this? There she is again. She's just teleported into the little barrel. And now she's gonna ban her way back to us. Luckily, we know right where to go. No big deal. Right here. Just wait for her to fuck off once more. What's this on the thing, on the banner? What kind of picture is that? I wonder if that's like an old-fashioned pornographic image. Looked like it might have been. So back here, what have we got? We've got Carmen, dear. Tien is an idiot, but he's a good boy. I don't know what he said that upset you, but I know it's probably just a misunderstanding. Remember last time? You thought he was cheating on you with the woman he hired to plan that amazing party where he proposed. I've known him since he was in diapers, and I know he loves you more than anything on this earth. He'd never betray or hurt you intentionally. Just forgive him and go on home. Girl to girl, though, I think it's fine to give him one more night of suffering without you, though. I will bring over dinner for both of you tomorrow night. Love, hugs, and kisses, Auntie Zhu. And right here, what is this? No, we can't get into that room yet. We need something. What is it that we need? Well, let's go and maybe use this screwdriver where we can use it. And where can we use it, you might wonder? Why, we're going to go right back here to the beginning. In one of the stories, they even talked about the lady using the screwdriver on the shrine. So we're going to use that. We're going to open it. We're going to read this. It says, on the off chance that it is necessary, if the spirit's malevolence is able to bring forth any kind of darkness or impeding aura, I have a simple method of expelling at least the side effects. I will need to learn more about the spirit in question before I can set a plan of attack. In case things get worse before I arrive, follow the following instructions and you should be able to greatly weaken the spirit, at least momentarily. At least needs to be split apart. You crack it. Crack at least like it's an egg, and you've got at least over here, and the yolk and the whites. You can just let it fall down. You can imagine that's the rest of the explanation here. You cracked at least in half, and then the rest of the explanation showed up on the screen. How about that? Create a food talisman using the tools I gave you previously. Foo paper or FU paper, because we're going to be using it to say FU to some nasty, nasty spirits here. Foo paper pressed by the Dowsy in Temple Street. The brush with a peach wood handle. Use the pig's blood as ink. Place the foo on the pig's head and chant the incantation once. This should lock the spirit in place and temporarily weaken its connection to the living realm, though for how long depends entirely on just how enraged it is. If you must do this yourself, then I suggest leaving the building immediately. That's what we're going to try to do. Just in 1 second. Here we got the red key. Let's take a look at it. Scary looking red key for the scary looking red room. And we'll head back in that direction just now. Going right over here. You remember this spot, right? Look at her. She thought she was going to do something. Pathetic. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You're not going to fuck with me right now. I've got stuff going on. I've got a game to beat. Uh-oh, you sensed me? Did you sense me? Did you sense that I was there? Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Check this out. Go in this room first. Well, net divers, we have an unfortunate update to the mysterious mall case. We have confirmed with the local police that there is in fact a young woman who worked at this mall missing, and at this point presumed dead after 6 days. We will be saying prayers and making offerings for her and her family, and so should you. We reached back out to the anonymous auntie to see if she had any more information, but she seems to think that the real story is about the property value and said she will get us evidence. Evidence. Not evidence, it's just evidence. Change that. Fix that now, Suzaku. Right away. We also checked in with the security company and were hung up on upon asking. Upon. That seems awkward to say. Hung up on upon. And we're hung up on after asking. As soon as we have more information on this case, we will update everyone. Again, deepest sympathies to the family of the deceased. We hope that a miracle is possible, but Kowloon is not a place known for hopes. Okay. And what's back here? That's the FU or FU paper that we will use. Oh, look at that. She just tried to... Oh, look. Big, amazing jump scare, huh? That kind of got me, even though I had an idea it was coming. That was scatty. Oh, you know what? You know what I realize? I realize now that there's one other thing I need to do. We're not ready for that just yet. Uh-oh. What's this? Uh-oh. Okay. Running away. No big deal. Okay. Go on. Go on. Get that separation. And I just need to... I just need to go this way. Just 1 second. No big deal. Just give me just a tick. Just give me just a second. I'm just going to run back over here real fast. Just something I got to take care of. Just another item I need to grab real fast. No worries about it. Don't stress about it. It's right here. An old medicine cabinet. My grandma used to hide all kinds of useful items in here. Maybe the shop owner did the same. I think they did. They hid the brush. Look at it. Let's examine it. It's a brush. It looks kind of like a magic wand. Here's the foo paper. And now. We're all set. Oh, look at you. Photo booth. Safe in the photo booth. Safe at home in the photo booth. I'll just go around this way. Since she's camping, I'll let her camp right there. That's fine. That's no big deal. Go ahead and camp. Do what you got to do. And I'm going to take this show on the road right over here. Just like this. We're going to ride on over here. No problem. Just like that. Just right here. Just there we go. Red key. Used it. Open up. And look at this place. What is going on in here? Holy no way. This is insane. I need to go to the police as soon as I get out of here. Highly agree. We've got another photograph here. How awful. It's an awful pic. And right here. Why is this happening? Why would they do this? It's not like we, lower it down, don't need the capital we, have much money. We just got married. Do they think we can pay them ransom or something? I can hear them talking, arguing, yelling about what to do with me. But only parts. O, bring it down. Lowercase. Don't need the capital O there. But only parts. I know what they want to do. I have to try and escape. Tien, please come save me. If only you knew that I'm right down the hall. If only the signal in here wasn't so bad, I could send a PM, a private message. It's been 3 days. They beat me up last night all because I rejected Ku. I'm married. What do you think I would say? Tien, where are you? I want to go home. Tien, please find me. I haven't heard Auntie Zhu trying to get in, but I can't make any noise. It hurts too much. They're going to kill me. I know it. They even said they're bringing in a new hire to do their job while they get rid of me. That's probably us. That's who we're playing as. I don't have the strength, but I want them to pay. I need them to pay for this. Somehow I will. Last night they lower down that T right there. Actually, both those probably. Theys don't need to be capitalized. I don't think so. Jen, I'm sorry. I just want to see you one more time. Jen, I love you. The L probably doesn't need to be capitalized there. And I love you. Fix this now, Suzaku! Okay. There's the blood. A bucket nearly full of blood. The smell is thick and horrible. It's been sitting here for a few days at least. Let's dip the brush. You have used the brush. Dipped it in blood. There's no way this is from any kind of animal. That means This is the girl's blood that we've dipped the brush in. We're going to combine it with the foo paper. Let's examine it now. Okay. Foo talisman. A foo talisman for the purpose of sealing malignant spiritual energy. It may not be powerful enough to fully exorcise a spirit or demon, but it can at least weaken them. And that's all we need right now. Now, there is a bloody Pan Pan doll on top of the garbage. Something looks like it's been stuffed inside. We're going to go ahead and use this box cutter to open the Pan Pan doll. Use the knife. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God. A head? It must belong to that thing out there, that woman. Maybe I can find a way to seal the spirit or weaken it? Then I can find a way out of here. We got it right here. We're going to use that. The foo talisman. And look! The Pan Pan store is open. We can go shopping at Pan Pan's. Let's just do that real fast after we hop on in here. Let her expend some of her spiritual energy. Since I got a little breather there, I can just go this way. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now we'll go towards the Pan Pan. Right over this way. Look! A safe room. We know that. Why? Because of a red banner, and a door betwixt. And you walk through and you're safe. Wow. That poor girl, I doubt I can reason with it, but you had to read like a speed reader to be able to keep up with that. You have to be able to look like this. You gotta be able to read as fast as I'm talking right now. And I can't do that while I'm reading out loud. You gotta slow down the rate at which the automatic transitions occur. So the player has time to take in the information on the screen, especially if they're reading out loud casually while they're streaming or recording a video like this one. Fix this now, Suzaku! Net Diver. We've been reading those Net Diver entries all about the game. What do we got here? This looks like a fuse. Here's a fuse that we're going to need for the fuse box. There's a character. You can sit right on her face when you're sitting down in that seat. I need to tell Chien about that weirdo Koo following me when I leave the store at night. Even when I go to the bathroom, he slips behind the corners and waits for me to come back. It's so weird. Even Mr. Lee saw. But all he did was tell me not to worry and try to get me to pay him to put a protective spell on me. What would that even help? I'm just afraid that if I tell Chien, he might take matters into his own hands. The last thing he needs is another conviction. He's done so well keeping himself out of trouble. If he hurts Koo, he could go to jail for a lot longer this time. So her boy, her beau, her husband, has been in jail before. Too bad she didn't tell him, because I think he would have come in here and fucked this guy up and all of his accomplices. Who is that? We're not sure. Okay, so now we got the fuse. We've looked around. Do you like the merchandise here in the Pan Pan shop? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite item here in the Pan Pan merchandise store? Would you buy a Pan Pan plushie? Like one of those one? I think those are plushies, aren't they? These are kind of like pop vinyls, though they've got more detail than a pop vinyl, most of them. You got some plushy toys there, some hand soaps, moisturizers perhaps. I don't know what this stuff is right here. What is that? Some sort of treat? Is that a ramen noodle? See, I'd prefer it if you could pick these up, if they're little collectibles. I always like collectibles in games. And a little shelf that you could keep them on. And your collectibles screen. Stuff like that's just fun. It's just cute fun. And it adds a lot, in my humble opinion. Maybe other people are like, well, I don't give a shit. But for me, I think it adds a lot to a game. Just saying. But I like collecting stuff in real life, so maybe that's just me spilling my penchant for collecting items IRL spills over into the digital world. But I don't want to have to pay for things in the digital world. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea of jumping into a digital world because I paid for a game. But then once I'm inside the game world, I can find things with in-game currency. Not that I'm going to be prompted every 5 minutes to pull out my credit card and pay for microtransactions once I've already bought the fucking game. I don't want to do that. People don't like that. But I like collecting money in a game, not paying the developer more and more and more every time I want to buy an in-game collectible. But if I pay you $50 for the game, that's all. And now, inside the game, I can earn money of in-game currency by doing things in the game, not by giving you my credit card and having you charge it more and more and more, but by building up money in the game. Do you see the difference there? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you follow me? Does that make sense? No microtransactions. Just fun transactions, funzactions, where you build up money in the game and you can buy things in the game, like collectible items. We gotta take this fuse over to the fuse box so we can get out of here. We gotta go this way. Gonna head on out this way. Just watch me. Just watch me do this. Watch right now. Watch how we do what we're gonna do just now. Here's how it works. We go over here. You select, use the fuse, and now all these little creepy dolls start slipping and sliding in front of you. Look at that. They're blocking my way. They don't hurt me. They're just making it mildly inconvenient to walk down this corridor. And now we gotta run. Now we've gotta run because we're being chased now. And what we'll do is we're not even gonna... We don't need to stop there. I lost that piece of shit. We'll just go right on up here. This door's open now, this gate. And we can head right on down here. Thank God! There it is! Watch this! Look at that dodging. Bye-bye, Pan. Bye-bye, Pan. Lily, or Lili. I think it's Lily. Managed to exit the mall and reach the street, escaping the grasp of the vengeful Yun Guai. Evidence of Carmen Ann's murder was delivered to the police, but the bodies of the 3 security guards were never found. Lily also reported her experience with the malevolent ghost to a local Dao Si in training, vowing to help put the spirit to rest once and for all. Thank you for playing. Goodnight Pan was made in 90 days and was only possible thanks to our fans and supporters like me. Like me. Because I am a patron. Even though I'm not listed on this game's patron list. I think I signed up too late. Thank you so much for purchasing and playing the game. We plan to add more content, adjustments, and features to the game soon. This is only the beginning for Pan and Lili. As always, Suzaku will return. Main menu. See, look. Patrons. Oh no, there I am! Ha! I guess I missed it earlier. Ha ha! Ha! Look at me. Super divorce right there. But you don't need to capitalize this D. You could make all the letters capital. You could do that. I often type it that way. You could do all caps. Super divorce, just one word. There you go. That's me. I am right there. Huh. Okay, I must have looked right past it earlier. Credits. There's your credits. Okay. What else we got? Our games. Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story, and Census Midnight. Both of these are on Steam. And guess what? You can watch me play both of these games right here on this channel. I'll just, you know what? I'll make Census Midnight just the next game that pops up here. So you can check that out if you'd like to. Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story is a great game. But, you know, that was a pretty early playthrough for me on this channel, and I, you know, didn't give much time or thought to editing. I just did like a blind playthrough and threw it up here. If I were doing it over again, I would go back, I'd study my playthrough, and I'd make it make more sense. I wouldn't have so much wandering around and assorted horse shit happening, and I'd also be here talking over it the whole time, because I've become more self-indulgent and self-centered over the years. Hope you'll sub to the channel and follow along my self-indulgent journey. It's not really that it's self-indulgent. I find that you make a better connection with gaming channels, I think, when the person's on the screen. You get to see their personality a little bit more, you know. Some people, I mean, it's not that I hate no commentary vids, because I actually have another channel called Quiet Super Divorce where I will post no commentary videos if you don't want to listen to me or see me, and you just like, because I do that too. I don't always watch commentary videos. I don't always watch Markiplier or PewDiePie. It's not always stuff like that. Sometimes I want to put a game being played on in the background as ambiance without some dickhead who thinks he's funnier than he really is, like me, blabbering and blathering over top of it the whole time. Sometimes that's not the ambiance you want, and if that's the case, why Quiet Super Divorce might be just the channel for you. But I only started doing that somewhat recently. I don't have too many uploads on that channel, but I'll have this one up there. So feel free to watch that. Okay, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. Good night, Ban. Really looking forward to more from Suzaku. Death Harvest. That's going to be a fun one, like I said. Look for the dev logs for Death. I think it's called Death Harvest, right? That's it, right? Look up the dev logs, Suzaku Games, here on YouTube. That's it, guys. Until next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
We gonna go viral with this one.